welcome. Thanks for tuning in to our live Q&A. Got a couple more folks hopping on here. As we get started, please turn on your cameras if you're able to, right? If you're hopefully you're not driving and you can safely do that. So again,
Hello,
how you doing? What's your name, sir?
Alex Sanchez.
Alex Sanchez. Let me change your name on there so we can address you accordingly.
What does it say? User?
It says sexy Zoom user.
Yeah, right on. No,
So
just
just
leave
just leave it,
it.
just leave it. I know. I'm trying to change mine, but it won't let me. But Alex Sanchez, got you. Now, where do you live, Alex?
Fresno, California.
Fresno, California. Hopefully I spell it Sanchez for
Hmm.
Alex for now. All right. Alex Sanchez. And then we've got Jeff Siegel, you're back online. Thank you, sir, for joining us again. We've got Rudy in the house. I will bring up
That's right.
our founder, Peter, here in a second. Once we get all situated, make sure that we've got all the housekeeping stuff out of the way. Jeff, you've been here a couple times. Really, what these small, intimate gatherings, Q&A, really a chance for people to hear directly from our founders. Sometimes I have both, sometimes I have one. Today, I have Peter, our principal founder, the gentleman that kind of put all this together, and what you see before you, partner driven, partnering with people across the country, literally paying for everything, cost of rehab, helping manage that, and then of course splitting the proceeds 50-50 at the end. Um, Easy to say, right? But of course, there's a lot that goes behind that. There's a whole team that's needed. There's coaching and training involved. Peter is, in my opinion, the best deal architect in the nation when it comes to getting deals done. Oftentimes people ask us, Roland, how do you guys find deals? How do you find deals? Well, sometimes deals aren't found, they're created. Again, let me say that again. Sometimes deals are not found, they're created. And the best way to create a deal is really experience. And more often than not, people come onto these webinars, they're looking for one thing, which is OPM, other people's money. I get it. You need money in real estate, obviously. And without it, it becomes very, very difficult. But for many people who truly understand the value of what we bring to the table, the value of what our founders, Peter and Julia, bring to the table, OPM for many people quickly becomes other people's, mistakes. The experience that they bring to the table. Yes, 4,000 deals successfully done. But how about those things that we didn't go through? How about those things that we learned from that can basically shortcut your success when it comes to real estate? And again, I can't think of anyone better than our founder, Peter, for you guys for him to share the story of our company, maybe ask any last minute questions before you guys get started with us here or not. But folks, I have our founder, Peter, the gentleman here helping our partners do deals left and right. Appreciate his time as always, Pete. Thank you for joining the call. We got a couple of people here that we hand selected to not only introduce themselves to you and to us, but also to help kind of gain more clarity, if anything else. So, Pete, thank you for joining us on the call today.
No, my pleasure. My pleasure. Well, thanks for being here. My team asked me to jump on. He said there's a couple people that are basically ready to get started. I assume that's you guys. And you guys may have a couple questions for me. So really, I don't have any kind of presentation. I assume if you're here, you already know the story of Partner Driven. You know what I do. So I don't want to get into the details. Like I said, if you're here, I'm just assuming you're either in or out, which is fine, but let's figure it out one way or another here. Let's figure out in or out. And so I really want to give you guys a chance here today to ask me whatever questions you still may have, what something may not be clear on, something you may need to hear it from me directly and all that. Um, I before we get into that, I do want to kind of give you at least the three things that make what I do so powerful. These are like, I think there's a lot of things in the end, but there's really three things that gives my partners the ability to do what they're doing. And that is more partners doing more deals across the United States than ever before. All 50 states now, every single major city, all of the cities you guys have heard of, almost every single second and third tier cities too, and deals going on right now in cities I guarantee you've never heard of, you've probably never been to, and even if you passed them on the map, you wouldn't even know it's a city. So literally spanning, I'd say span the globe, but we're not quite there, but spanning the United States. But the three the three things that really make what I do possible, like if I had to the three highlights, the three key components. I'll talk about those for just a couple minutes. Like I said, today is really about you guys, not about necessarily learning more about what we do. But the first thing is um, what really does give us the ability to partner with people. In essence, if you think about it, I'm partnering with people I don't know, like you guys possibly, partnering with people I don't know. In cities, we don't even go visit, so we don't even see the properties, the deals. Many times, never even heard of the locations. Um, all kinds of deals. Could be a house that needs $5,000 worth of work. Today we bought some land with a partner. So in all kinds of different deals, all kinds of different money, all kinds of different sizes. And what gives us the ability to like give these people not only all the things we do, but the big one, all the money they need to do as many deals as you want. Like if you think about it, that concept, if you just think about that concept, when I came up with this 10 years ago, 100% of the industry told me it can't be done. They just 100, there was no one in this industry of any kind of note that agreed this is a workable model. They all said you can't partner with people you don't know, give them as much money as they need to do as many deals as they want, houses or deals you can't see, locations you never go see. I mean, it's an unsustainable model. And so here we are now. The reason I got here is because even 10 years ago, I realized something very, very important. Um, um, Something very, very important, and that was this. Um, in order for this model to work, the only way to make this thing work is that I and my team had to take the burden of doing the deal almost totally onto ourselves. Like if the only thing I ever did was give money, this thing would crash. It would have crashed 10 years ago. It would have never even left the starting gate because there's so many moving pieces. So I realized 10 years ago the only way to make something like this work was to really take control of the deal and do the work for our partners. And so where we are today, and like I said, there's three parts, three things that make this go. This is the first one. So what we do, where we are today with that, which is really kind of the you would say the foundation of all those things. Today we're able to execute about 90 to 95% of the deal for our partners. That's huge. That's huge. We obviously put up all the money. My partners never even brought a dollar, as far as I know, to the table. But put up the money to buy it, fix it, carry it, any kind of overruns. I mean, just literally 100% all the way across the board. By the way, to extend upon that, I will also tell you what makes this so powerful. Okay. Um, what makes this so powerful is that I also assume all the liability, which means it's impossible to lose money with me. So basically, what I just said is this: I'll put up all the money and I'll assume all the liability. You can't lose anything. You have zero downside, 100% of the upside. So I claim this to be, and no one's ever challenged to me, the perfect business. I tell people every day, find me a better opportunity. You definitely will never find this opportunity in real estate. That does not exist. But as far as I know, and no one's ever brought this up to me, you can't find this kind of a business opportunity or a way to structure any kind of a business. But that's huge. But we do so much more than that. Like, for instance, I got 4,000 deals behind me. My team's been with me for 80% of the time. So the experience that I bring to the table is huge. And so what our training and our coaching and our support is all about, it's about that. It's about taking all the experience that I have done, that I have experienced through thousands and thousands of deals and imparting it upon you. And the best way to summarize it is a little bit Roland kind of stumbled upon that, well, not stumbled, but brought that up when he brought me up, is that I know how to create deals. Like literally, I just tell partners, just get them under contract, bring them to me, and this is how we got to 4,000. I know how to look at a deal. I know how to look at a deal where 100 investors will say there's nothing there, and I know how to make profits out of it. So the training, the support, really the experience is invaluable. The other thing we bring to the table is we have a due diligence inspection package. So we're able to identify, when partners are bringing us deals very, very, very quickly, like green light, red light, good deal, no deal, whatever. That's huge. We have a system for price dropping. We could drop a price of an average seller, 20, 30, 50%. That's, you know, unbelievable. That's, by the way, the most impactful thing you could do to a real estate deal is do those kind of price drops. You can't fix it well enough. You can't sell it a high enough price. You can't do any of that kind of stuff. The biggest, most impactful thing that you could do to a real estate deal is negotiate. And we have a system that shows my partners how to do, these type of humongous price drops. We have an infrastructure to close deals across the United States. So my partners don't have to worry about, closing attorneys, titles. No, no worries. We got that handled. We have construction teams that could be deployed across the United States. So on deals that need work, rehabs, all that. If the partner doesn't know how to do that, no problem. We got that covered. We have the ability to deploy teams across the United States, and we do that every day. And then we have takeout, like realtors, let's say, to sell them off. And then we split the profits down the middle. So that piece right there in of itself, where we handle 90 to 95% of the deal, is really, I would say, the key component, the foundational component that got me to the point where I am now with my partners doing so many deals in so many locations. But there's a couple other pieces that are absolutely huge and make doing deals with me easier than you can't find anywhere else. This next component is very big. Finding these deals. Like if you think about it, real estate in of itself, with a lot of people not even realizing it, is a very, very limiting business. Meaning, even with everything I just said to you, it is still not easy to find a deal. And I assume you guys all, or I guess maybe I shouldn't make that assumption, but I assume some of you guys here, if not all of you, have some kind of background in real estate. And just the act of finding a deal is not easy. And part of the reason it's not easy is that real estate comes with what are known as buy boxes. People talk about it all the time. What's the buy box? What's the buy box? And what happens in real estate is that every strategy has its own buy box. Like what happens in real estate when people get started or when they get their bearings in real estate, they realize, okay, I want to fix and flip. I want to wholesale. I want to do rentals. I want to do creative deals, whatever. There's a lot of different strategies, and each one of those strategies has its own buy box. And I don't care what strategy you're doing, there are no easy buy boxes, no matter what they tell you. There are absolutely no easy buy boxes. Each strategy comes with its own fairly small buy box. And so I saw that as a big, big limitation in this space many years ago. And I wanted to make finding deals to my partners exactly what I promised to them when they start with me. The absolutely easiest way to find a deal that exists in the United States. Okay. And so for a while, I struggled with that issue. Like, we got to increase the buy box. We provide all these incredible things when it comes to doing deals for the partners. But man, I want to be able to have the biggest buy box. That's what I said. When I started this, I set my mission to have the biggest buy box in the United States. And how I've been able to achieve that right now is not by increasing a particular buy box. You can't do that. Let's say a fix and flip has its own buy box. You can't just say, well, I'm just going to buy indiscriminately. That's a good way to get out of this business. But how you do increase your buy box is simply stacking different buy boxes on top of each other. And so that means what I did to get my buy box to the level it is now is I just kept on adding different strategies of what we could do. And so now we're at about 11 different strategies. We do fix and flips, we do wholesale, hotel, pre-marketing, pre-listing, as is flips. We do subject to, we do finance, and stuff like that. And then I started stacking to increase the buy box even bigger. I started stacking different types of things we could buy, like houses, condos, townhomes, mobile homes, modular homes, land. And so when you stack on, 10 or 11 strategies and you stack on different types of things you could do, where we are today with all of that is simply the biggest buy box that exists in the United States. If I were to flip what I just said upside down, another way of saying this, it is easier to find when for my partners, it is easier to find deals than exists in the US, right? Because I brought all these buy boxes under one roof. I'm sorry, all these strategies under one roof, which means blew out the buy boxes, to the very, very large level. So that's the second thing. Okay. Sorry about that. The first thing was being able to execute 90 to 95 percent of the deal, handle 95% of the deal for my partners. Second thing, creating the biggest buy box to make finding deals for us about as easy as easier than it is to find deals anywhere that I'm aware of. And the third thing that makes what we do so powerful is I wanted to change the trajectory. Okay. I wanted to change the trajectory of this business of my partner, well, not just my partners, the whole world. When you're looking for deals, you got to go out there and find deals, right? You got to go out there and find deals. And that's very difficult to do in this business, very difficult to do in this space. So, how I've done that is I have implemented certain marketing techniques and strategies for my partners that deals start coming to them. So now we have a couple of very powerful marketing techniques, marketing strategies that when partners start with us, we show them how to implement that. And what that does is it flips the whole business upside down from you having to go to the marketplace to find deals to the deals actually coming into you. So, in summary, what does that mean to my partners? You have a partner that's not only going to put up all the money, but that's going to execute 90 to 95% of the deal for you. You have the biggest buy box, which makes the ease of finding deals easier than it is in anything else that you could possibly find in real estate. And you have systems in place that really ultimately have deals coming into you instead of you going out there and having to search for deals. And so this is what has led to where we are now. More partners doing more deals than ever before. All the states, all the major cities, almost all the second and third tier cities, and things like that. That is the power of partnering with me. So, like I said, I didn't even want to take this much time, but I assume most of you guys kind of had the gist of that going on. So now I just want to flip it over to you guys. Like I said, I assume, at least what my team told me, you guys are basically all at the point where you're ready to get started. So I want to kind of either get you, let's either going to do this or let's not do this. So let me flip it over to you guys. I guess I don't know if we can go in any particular order or if you want to just take yourself off mute, fire away any questions, tell me a little bit about you, why you even want to partner with me, why you want to do deals and stuff like that. All right, who's going to go first? Yep, I see
Hello,
a couple of people. Hey, how are you?
it's Teresa. Is now
Hi,
a good time?
Teresa. I
My
see
hand
you.
up. I'm trying
Perfect.
to hit the hand button up. All right, I've just got, I wrote down a few questions.
Let's do it.
Um, and so do you provide the blank offer to purchase agreements in each state that we would need to use with the
Mhm.
sellers?
Yeah, we do this in all 50 states. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, do we negotiate the terms price with the seller and get it under contract, then reach out to you to buy that contract?
Well, not buy. We're partnering. I'm not buying anything from you. We're partnering. We're 50-50 partners. Even though I put up all the money, we execute 90% of the deal. But yes, we show you how to find the deal. We actually
Okay,
are part of helping you there. Teresa, we're also a part of helping you negotiate the deal. But yes, we
okay.
want you to get the contract signed, bring it in, and then off we go. Let's go do a deal.
So would the transaction then be in your name, like being that I'm
Yeah,
Canadian? We talked
of
about that
course. Yeah.
before. So the contract, everything will be in my name, so that I would probably have to set up an LLC then if we're going to close on the transaction with your funds.
Well, we take title under our name. You don't need an LLC, although a lot of partners do have an
Okay.
LLC. So when you get your 50%, you can take, it's up to you. It's not nothing to even worry about at this point. We have some
I'm
partners
just, I'm
taking
just
the
looking
under.
for clarity. So you would be taking title, not
Yes,
myself. So I wouldn't have to
correct.
worry about it. You would just cut me my
That's
50%
exactly.
upon
You get paid.
the
We
sale.
don't just cut. Yeah, you get paid the same day of closing.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Right
Okay.
then and
All
there.
right. No, that's perfect. Now, what about daisy chain offers?
No, that's for amateurs. We don't get into those.
Okay, because I do have wholesalers that also send me stuff too, and I didn't know if I could put those under
Nah, so does
contract.
the whole world. I can
Okay.
get it. You know
Okay.
what? And you know as well as I
Okay.
do, anybody can get on 600 wholesale lists tomorrow, and now they think they're an investor. No, they're not.
Yeah, no,
That's
that's
just
that's
game
why I'm
playing.
asking the question, right?
Yeah, no,
That's
no,
why I'm asking.
no,
Okay.
no. Good question. I just want to expand upon that. Like
Yep.
I show you how to find real deals, not Jay-Z chains crap, but actual deals.
Okay. Now, in your process of finding the deals, is that all paid marketing, or do you teach us how to do things that have nothing to do with any marketing strategies where there's a budget?
Almost very little to do with paid. But we have a
Okay.
lot of partners that do have money, and they're like,
Yep.
hey, I got money, I want. And then we have some. We don't do it ourselves, but I have some very strong people I know that generate leads. You know, obviously paid leads, and yeah, so we just refer that out. But yes, what we teach are non-paid. But a lot
Okay.
of
Perfect.
partners, Teresa, do have money,
Yep.
marketing money.
Yep.
Like, hey, I got
Got it.
5 grand I want to put into marketing. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely. We'll show you where to spend it.
Got it. So, but the fact is that you're also teaching us ways that we wouldn't have to out of the gate kind
We
of thing.
only
Okay.
teach ways that you don't have to. Like I said, that's
Perfect.
like when
Love it.
somebody comes to us and says, "Hey, I don't want to do the work of market," which is fine. If somebody's got money, they should use it, right?
Yep. No, I completely agree.
Yeah.
So, and then I heard you, my other question was, what's your exact buy box? But when I chimed in just now, you basically said that yours is the biggest going. So you pretty much answered that already for me. So thank you
Yep.
for that.
Thank you.
In
Thank
your
you.
program, do you teach acquisition, marketing, negotiation, and disposition?
Yes, everything except for the disposition, because on
Okay.
almost
Is there it?
99%, well, 99% of our dispo, Teresa, is handled by realtors, local realtors. Because
Okay.
statistically, across the board, across the United States, you're never going to get a better price than somebody knows what they're doing at a realtor level locally.
Yeah, I agree. So if I get a property under contract that it doesn't fit, we'll say your criteria for whatever reason, it may be
Hmm.
price, maybe
That's fine.
location, whatever.
Sure.
Now, would you be able to train me on how to move that property to another buyer? Is there training within your program for that?
Yeah, I mean, but it's not necessarily a specific focus training. It just happens as a result of being part of our world. Because I'll tell you
Okay.
something else, Teresa. Sometimes those buyers are already inside our world. Like literally, they're partners. I
Right.
have partners that before they even start with me already had 500 deals they've done. So
Okay.
they're always in a hunt for more stuff. So that just happens naturally.
Okay, no, that's fair. Yeah, my last question was, what else do you teach us? So I don't know if you've covered all of that, but I guess is there anything that I would be missing or anything that I should know?
Um, well, what we teach you, if that's still a question, is the only thing we teach you is how to find deals, which is the most valuable thing you could learn in the real estate space, because that at that point
100%.
makes you priceless.
Mm-hmm.
Priceless to yourself, priceless to people like me, and priceless to like a hedge fund, priceless to the world. So uh, that's where everything starts and stops with us. And what else you should know? No, your questions were dead on. I mean, look, what I do, we don't perform brain surgery. Okay, people use as an excuse, I don't have enough information, that's why I'm not willing to make a decision. That's just somebody who can't make a decision. I mean,
Mm.
we do deals. We're not saving people's lives. We're not going to war. We're just doing real estate deals. And I've
Mm-hmm.
done 4,000 of them. So if you're serious, if you're coachable, if you're willing to put a time in, if you want to do multiple deals at the same time, if you're not a whiner or a complainer, because I hate those people, you know,
Yeah.
if you're in this thing to if you take this seriously, I could help. I promise you, you won't be disappointed.
Thank you, Peter.
Yeah, thanks for being here, Teresa. Are you talking to somebody on the team?
Yeah, Roland.
Okay, cool. So Roland's here, so you guys will connect afterwards. I'd love to work with
Yep.
you.
Yep.
Yeah, well, I
Same
like the
here.
no
Same here. Thank
nonsense.
you.
I love no. I'm the same. I'm like no nonsense, like
Yep.
black and
100%.
white. I love it. Thank you.
100%. Love it. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Hey, Teresa, thanks for making it. Eddie, business partners with Teresa. Any questions on your end before we move on?
Yeah, I just got a couple quick questions, Peter.
How are
How
you,
you
Eddie?
doing? Are you good?
Good.
Good. Hey, I just wanted to get with
Hey
the
guys, I
mechanics of the
apologize. I
actual
got
suture.
5 kids. This is one of my. He called me, said he's very sick. Let me just take this call. Hey, dude, I'm on a Zoom meeting. You okay? No, no, you're gonna be fine. Yeah, yeah. You could eat anything. All right, all right. You're okay? Okay. All right. Love you. All right. Bye. This is my 23-year-old. He's the youngest. He's the youngest person, at least that anyone's aware of, that's about ready to be promoted to run a hospital. They just never heard of that.
Wow.
He's one step below that, and the chain he's part of is opening up a new one, and they just nominated him. They've never heard of that. But it's so funny because you still know he's a kid because he just called me. I told him he called me yesterday. He was sick. He called me. He's like, "Dad, I'm still not feeling good. Can I eat a steak?" It's like,
Yeah,
you're
that's
you're running a
great.
hospital, like
That's
so
awesome.
anyway, sorry about that. I got 5 kids, so you guys know who have any of you know who have kids, you know when the kid calls, you gotta break and you gotta you gotta break out of
Yeah,
character, gotta take those. Anyway, Eddie, how can I
yeah,
help you?
yeah. It's good to see that. That's true too. Family's first, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. I was just asking about like the mechanics. Like if I have acquisition people that actually bring houses up to me all the time, or they actually think that it's a good house. But my question is, when I'm actually starting to get in the nitty gritty of working with you and putting in houses, I assume you got a CRM and we put houses in the CRM and you check it out and get it back to us, correct?
Yeah, yeah. We have an actual dashboard that kicks out a contract to you. We have a dashboard that you could flip the contract back into. And don't think it's like, oh, hey, I'm just throw it into some CRM and now it's a black. You're part of the process all the way through. Because the goal is to get you to be an extremely savvy investor. And how we accomplish that, Eddie, is we teach exactly what Teresa was asking. We teach acquisitions. But by you experiencing the whole deal in a real life deal, not some, conceptual, this is how you do it, you're part of the whole process. So you don't just put something in a black hole and we come back to you like, oh, Eddie, we hate this or we love this. No, 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 no. You are literally seeing how you're part of the decision making process all the way through. I have partners, Eddie, that started with me that like were school teachers, okay? Like zero experience in real estate. They've gone on with me specifically, do over 200 deals, but by themselves do over 100 deals also. Extremely savvy. I got one partner that comes to mind. He's gone on, again, no experience, but he's gone on to own, I think he's up to 4 or 5 RV parks. So that people always think, well, Pete, you don't show people everything. Totally wrong. I actually have learned the more I teach you and the more I show you, the more of a chance you're going to continue staying with me. Even if you're going to start doing your own deals, you're always going to be like, well, hell, I can't do 100 deals by myself. So I might, I want you to start doing your own stuff and all this. But if you see where the value is coming from, you'll never
Let me
leave
have
me.
fun.
The interesting thing is the very first partner that ever started with me 10 years ago is still with me today. Like the very first one. Eddie, you muted yourself. You were so excited listening to me talk that you fell on the mute button. There you go.
Hey, all good. There we go. All
There
right.
you go.
Yeah, that's great. 10 years ago, you started this up, and the people that you actually got those investors to be savvy enough to start their own, that's pretty good. That's actually pretty fast.
Yeah.
What's the turnaround time as far as like we put in a contract into the system and we find out, yeah, this is good, this is bad.
Immediately. Immediately. Now you don't find out if it's good or bad right away because I create deals. I call myself a deal engineer. Okay. And I could take a deal that is not a deal. Like you'll be even when you submit it, you'll be like, Pete, this ain't even a deal. And you watch how I massage what we do with these deals, massage them, turn them upside down, play the negotiation, renegotiation game. Almost 80%, we have the statistic, almost 80% of the deals we do, Eddie, started out as no deals. But to
Okay.
do what I just said can't be done instantaneously. Now, sure, I could instantaneously look at a deal and give you an overview, which, by the way, does happen usually within the first hour, that quick, like boom. But no, we battle for every deal. We try to create. We exhaust every. As long as you're doing what we're telling you to do, you're not trying to do it yourself or not listen to us or BS us or give us wrong information. As long as you're not one of those people, which we don't like, I'll be upfront with you. But as long as you're honest with us and you give us exactly what, show, disclose everything, you're going to have a beautiful relationship here.
Okay, yeah, that works good because one of my main concerns is being ethical with the sellers as well too. And if I'm going to take them on and be talking to them about working a deal with their house, they're going to get, their hopes up. They're going to have things going on in their house, and I don't want to like come back and be like, yeah, too bad, so sad. But no, it's good that you have all those strategies that worked out. So in
Yeah.
essence, we're not going to know where that house is going to end up based on the different strategies. We have to wait till you guys come back and tell us, correct?
Well, again, so the answer is yes. But the answer is yes. I don't even know when we start sometimes. I don't even know. But I do know that there's ways of molding these deals. And I want to mold a deal. Like you said, we want to give that seller the best chance possible to make this, disappear out of his life, which is what they want. We want to
Right.
give you as a partner the best chance possible to make your profit. We want to give ourselves the best chance possible to get a deal done. And deals is not like going to bowling and in 1 hour you're in and out. No, deals take time. They really
Yeah,
do.
yeah, exactly. And they take negotiation as well too.
Of
So
course.
when you come back and you tell us whatever the case may be on the deal, and we like, hey, we could set up this deal in this creative fashion, it's
Mhm.
up to us to go back to those sellers and explain since we got the rapport with
Well,
them,
yes
correct?
and no. You have the relationship and you
Right.
want to be able to understand that skill set. But like I said, or maybe I was telling Teresa, we're there all the way through the process with you.
Okay, cool. Great.
We're partners. Like when I say this, I'm your partner, I mean I'm your partner. Like all the way through the process.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, great. Yeah, that answered my question. Thank you.
All right. Well, I'm not going to ask you the next question because Teresa already answered it. So I guess you and Teresa are both talking to Roland.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
Awesome.
correct.
Well, I look forward to working with both of you guys.
Yeah, same here.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I think, Carl, you're next. I saw you take yourself off mute. You're off mute already. Am I seeing something? Carl, did you have a question? I saw you pop yourself off mute. He might not be able to hear me. All right, Roland, what else do we have here? Star
Peter,
Kitchen,
I
I
have a
just saw it.
question.
Oh, go ahead, Jeffrey.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
So you-
Thanks for being here.
you've said repeatedly that you're going to teach us what we need to know to find the deals,
To find
but
the
you haven't
deals.
really gone into any specifics about what it is exactly you do or the range of avenues you're going to lead us down. Can you give a little more detail about what exactly you mean by that?
You mean what we teach you how to find deals?
Yeah.
Okay, so in the grand scheme of things, there's about 1,000 different ways to find, let's say, motivated seller deals. You can go to Google them. I'm not going to go through all of them. What most people don't know is only about three or four of them work right now. All the rest are just some work at different times, but right now about three or four are very, 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 very powerful ones. Like for instance, web-based leads, extremely powerful. Your own network, extremely powerful. AI tools that are bringing to the table, very powerful right now. So those are the kind of things we stay focused on. We don't teach about 100 different strategies because they don't. There's not 100 strategies that work. Right now what works is web-based, fantastic. What works, understanding how to develop your own network infrastructure, fantastic. I've gotten myself probably 1,000 deals that way. So I'm extremely good at developing an infrastructure. I'm sorry, a network around people, and obviously AI, but that's in every industry right now. And so we're very hip on those strategies also. So those are the kind of things we stay focused on. We teach some second tier strategies, but if you just gravitate towards one of these three, it's all you need. It's all
Well,
you
so
need.
you're looking for off-market properties?
We're looking for direct to owner deals. That's where all the deals. We're not looking for them. That's where the deals are. That's where all the
Okay.
deals are. That's where all the deals are. Used to be deals you can get off MLS. I've done ungodly amount of deals off MLS, but that's been years ago. That train sailed. That's all controlled by bots and stuff like that.
And I know you got partners who come in with such a different range of background and experience that I suppose a question about what's the average time to a deal or the average number of deals a partner does is hard to frame because there are partners there's a wide
Well,
range.
yes and no. You're right. Holistically, it's hard to frame, uh, hard to quantify. But I will tell you, for those that plug in right away, not think about it, not meditate on it, but like right away, you'll get traction for deals like literally within the first month. And which, if anybody knows anything about real estate, that's like beyond sprint level. Yeah, because of I'm good at what I do, and so is my team. So as long as you plug in and go through onboarding within the first couple of days, so we could show you how to use all our tools and systems and start implementing them, traction on deals should come very, very quickly.
And again, you do deals in places that you are not, and your partners also do play
All of
deals
our
in
deals are in
places.
places where we're not. I mean, Jeff, I live in Atlanta. We've done deals in freaking 100 miles from here. We don't go. I don't need to go there anymore. I'm pretty savvy. We do deals in Alaska. You know what I mean? We got an incredible infrastructure set up. Incredible infrastructure.
So this is something that's appealing to me. I'm in Chicago,
Hmm.
but I don't want to be limited by what's here, and
You're not.
I
You're
want
not.
I want something where I can make money by putting my time in searching remote to find those deals and not have to go running around and then
No
bring them to
issue at
you.
all. No issue at
And
all.
that's
I
what
have
we're
partners
after.
that have never done a deal where they live. I have partners that I've done over 20 deals with. Not a single one of them has been in the state they live in. I have infrastructure literally everywhere. And where we don't, Jeffrey, where we don't have it, we know how to deploy it there.
Okay, doke.
Having said
Thank
that,
you.
I love Chicago. I've done tons of
Yeah,
deals in Chicago. Like I'm very strong in Chicago.
we do have opportunity here, but
Yeah. Well, what you have is population. When there's a lot of something, that's what numbers help. But yeah, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter to me.
okay.
Does that answer your
All right.
question?
Yeah, it does.
Who,
Thank you.
who are you, I think I've seen you before. Who are you
Rolling.
talking
We're
to on my
rolling.
team? Roland? Okay, cool. You
Roll.
guys will connect. All right, I'm gonna go back to Carl.
Hello.
Hey, good. Thanks for being here.
Hey, nice to meet you, Peter. Just talked to your
Thank you.
girl Tiffany, and she told me
Awesome.
to jump on this video call with you.
Awesome.
Man, I got into it in the 90s with my brother. I bought and sold more than 800 houses, mostly through owner finance.
Nice.
I got rear-ended in 2020 and broke my neck, and then divorced in 21. I just got over my divorce 6 months ago and got my health back, and I'm looking to get back in real estate. Was looking obviously online at all the gurus, everybody's pitches, since things have changed dramatically in the last 5 years since I've been out of it. But I really like your program. I really like everything you were saying. You seem to be spot on everything.
Thank
And
you.
I have, since I've been buying houses for so long, I've got bird dogs that still send me houses consistently every month. And I've tried to get a few private partners to go do them, show them we can make 60, 80,000 easy, and
Hmm.
not had anybody willing to put them,
Hmm.
do it. And
I
so
got you.
got frustrated and depressed with that and just decided, well, maybe I'll just be retired and, I've got one rent house left in my social. I make good money, but it's like I got the antsy feeling I need to get back out there and get this going. It's just too much happening in the market. The market's right now with people needing help. And I
Yep.
always looked like I was in the business of helping people get out of bad situations.
Yep. It's
And
exactly the business we're in.
that's kind of what I was looking towards you and your program. And I just think I can, I'm in here in Fort Worth, Texas, and I think I could bring a lot of houses and have some real success without having to do everything I used to do on my own,
Yep.
which you're basically toting that, the hard part,
Yep.
So really interested in learning all there is to learn and get going.
Yeah. Well, listen, first of all, you and I have a lot more in common, you realize. About a year and a half ago, I snapped my back in half, like in half.
Oh, oh,
Yeah. I did that, 4 compression fractures, so I understand what it means to come back from something that you're experienced. Number two, property locators. I have trained, this is before I start partnering, but I have probably easily trained about 20,000 property locators. So that strategy is near and dear to my heart, and I support it 100%. Number three, love Texas. Done a ton of real estate, so I understand your market. And number four, I love comebacks. I love comebacks. And you're in that part of your life right now. You're in a comeback part. And I've come back from many things in my life too. Not just health related, but also business related and even real estate related. Hey, you can't be in real estate unless you're a comeback kid.
yeah, you can't be you
Yeah,
can't be like us and still wanting more if you
that's
have
it.
a lot of other things.
Those those are
Like to do
facts. So
it again.
I love it. I love it. Um, who are you talking to, Carl?
Tiffany, I believe.
Tiffany. I'm sorry, you already said that. Okay, we'll make sure Tiffany touches base, and let's go chase some dreams. We got the two comeback kids right here.
Yeah, I plan on it. I really appreciate it, and you keep up the good work. You're
Thanks,
good.
Carl. I appreciate you being here, and thanks for the kind words.
You bet.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Star,
Hi, Peter.
how are you? Thank you for being
Hi,
here.
thank you. I apologize. I was driving
You're
to get to my
good. What are you
destination. Yeah.
apologizing about? You're good.
'Cause- All right, because I didn't have my camera on initially, but I'm so excited. I do have a background in real estate, but what I want to understand is the total process. Once I sign up with you all, and
Hmm.
when I do come across a possible deal, right?
Hmm.
So I'll be submitting everything to you to scrub first before we, to get what I'm trying to understand is, so you do the negotiation, or you coach me on how to negotiate.
Well, let me just kind of walk you through so you get a better understanding. It's not
Right.
like, well, I get started with you and then I go look for deals and then I flip them to you or bring them to you. No, no, no. It's a lot more in depth than that. When you start with us, the very first thing we're going to do in the first couple days is we're going to take you through a very sophisticated onboarding process and start what our onboarding is. It's what I compare it to. It's like if you ever flown in the plane, you walk in, you look at the cockpit, you got the pilots doing their checklist, right? Well, that's what
Mhm.
our onboarding is. Before you take off with us, we go through onboarding. Star, here's how you get your training. Here's how you get your support. Here's how you get your contracts. Here's how you look at the number. Blah 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 blah. It takes about an hour and a half. But literally in that 1 hour, we put you in a position because we've refined this onboarding over 10 years. We put you in a position that after that hour, you know how to operate this thing. You know how to take off. And really, what you're in a position at that point is to start finding deals. Okay. Like literally immediately. And that takes place literally within the first 24, 48 hours. Then we have a whole system we plug you into. It's like we pick you up and put you on a train track. And we're like, okay, now here's just follow the tracks. What does that mean? Every day, sometimes two, three times a day, we're in a live environment just like this. Okay, Star, here's what you do today. Here's what you do today. Okay, on that deal, we need you to pull a little bit here, a little bit there. Every day, we're doing that. We've taken all of my knowledge of thousands of deals, all of my team's knowledge of thousands of deals, and we've put it also in a recording fashion. So sometimes you can't be part of that live training on a daily basis, but you're like, man, I have the specific thing I'm looking at and need. So our support, our experience, our kind of what I call brain dump is through the roof. And what that does, our market, we start setting up the marketing systems that I think Jeffrey was talking about. We started getting the marketing systems in place for you. Okay, Star, here's like a couple strategies that we think are going to be perfect based upon your personality, based upon where you live. Let's get these marketing so the deals start coming in and all this. So all I'm saying is it's not like, okay, you get started, so good luck. Just bring something to us and then we'll see what we could do with it. No, no, no. We're with you. We're helping you get it. Like we're with you every step of the way. And then once you get it, you're part of the process of executing it and seeing how it works and how the whole deal unfolds. And once you do some of these, several of these, or even a couple of these, you're like, wow, I get it now. I could start maybe doing a couple of them myself. Or, hey, I want to do more with these guys because they don't limit me and they don't put a confine on me and stuff like that. So it's not a black hole. It is like it's two tracks that we put you on and off we go.
Awesome. Okay. Well, that make me feel a little more comfortable.
Yeah, no, absolutely. We'll hold your hand all the way. Who are you talking to here, Miss Star?
Mr. Roland.
Man, Roland's got the gang here today. Okay, well, he's on the call. I'm sure he sees you. I'm sure he hears your lovely voice, and so he'll reconnect. But let's go chase some dreams together, Star.
Sounds amazing. Thank
Love it,
you.
love it, love it, love it, love it. All right, who else do we have here, Roland? That likes to
Yeah, we got
come
Zoom
up.
user who raised his hand. I don't have his name.
All right, Zoom user. Oh, the iPhone 561.
No, 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 no. Zoom user, gentleman in a gray hoodie,
All
Oh,
right,
I
here
see
I
you.
am.
Yes,
sunglasses.
sir. Yes, sir. Hey, I love a man with glasses. Reminds me of
There
me.
we are.
I
Okay,
love
this
it.
is Ken. How are you doing, sir?
Hi, Ken. Good, good. Thank you for being here.
Okay, well, same here. Thank you. Appreciate it. A question here. I'm in LA marketplace. Price points are a little bit higher here. And my question, I guess I spoken earlier with Sandy, and I asked this portion about the price points that we're looking for, the percentage discounts, what makes a deal. And what do you think for LA? What makes a deal? I know you say you can work with any type of deal. Some have smaller percentage margins in there, but the dollars are still good.
Yeah, so I'm glad to hear you say what you're saying. Real estate actually, well, I'm going to expand on what you're saying. Real estate has zero to do with size. It does a $10,000 deal, $100,000 deal, 20,000 worth of profit, 100,000 worth of profit. That is not what makes a real estate deal. Real estate is all about margins, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Which means if it's all about margins, I don't really give a crap if it's in Los Angeles for 500,000 or 1 million or outside of Detroit for 20,000. We just care about margins. Now, what makes what, by the way, I've done about, I don't know, 250 deals in California just in the last couple of years. So I know your market better than you know your market, no problem whatsoever. Um, what makes what I do so powerful is because I stack all of these strategies on top of each other. If we just had one strategy, the margins would be like right here. This is it. Got to hit that
Mm-hmm.
bullseye. Got to hit that whatever fix and flip bullseye. Got to hit that rental, whatever the strategy is. But because we have about 11 of these strategies, that bullseye is big, 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 big. So for instance, I could do some. Well, obviously, we all love big margins. Who doesn't, right? I mean, if you
Mm-hmm.
get something at 40 cents on a dollar, who's going to say no to that? But I
Mm-hmm.
could go all the way up to sometime, not sometimes, I can go up to 85. Um, 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 I can go up to 85, about 85 to 90% margin sometimes, which to most people is not even a deal.
Mm-hmm.
It's only got about a 10% spread, but I could 10, 15%. I know how to even do those.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm a contractor here in LA now, waiting to get licensed
Okay.
out here. So I'm a contractor here. Been a contractor in Michigan as well.
Okay.
I'm from Detroit.
Yep.
But I'm here in LA now, and my son is also a realtor, 15, 14 years
Okay.
realtor here. So I'm coming across things right now. I was going to wait, try to find a deal, and then get started with you. But I've spoken with there, and I spoke with Jamie
Yeah, not a
extensively.
smart move.
Yeah, so things are still
I'm
moving
not going to go
fast.
see a doctor till I get well because I don't want to get the bad news. It's like,
Hmm. But I am looking forward to getting started here in California. So for here, I know you have a couple of different programs. So I'm gonna speak with them when I get off as well about which one I'm going to join. But I do want to get started. I think as long as I'm doing enough for the year, I think I can definitely utilize this service much more than trying to get, hard money. I've done that
yeah.
and flip deals. I
No,
think
I'm
I
not a
can.
lender. I'm a partner. I'm a lot more valuable than some Yahoo hard money person who doesn't give a
Oh yeah,
crap
no,
about your success. I promise you.
and it's the systems that you have in place that I really want to tap into so we can scale the business and work on
Absolutely.
the part that we can work on.
Yep, absolutely. 100%.
Okay, and
Yep.
would like to be able to do the contracting for the ones we find here in California.
Absolutely. I have partners that we've never touched their deals. They've done, they own their own construction companies and stuff like that. So no problem. So that way, Ken, it's like you have the ability to double dip. You make your fee on the construction work, plus you make the 50%. Like I have a lot of
Okay,
partners that are real estate agents. They make and they sell our deals, obviously. So they
and
make
that's my son, just the real estate agent,
okay, there you
14
go.
years.
So they make the 6% on the sale of the deal if we sell it, and 50% of the profit. So absolutely. I want to
Okay,
empower you as much as possible in as many ways as possible.
okay. The last question, what's the time frame for closing a deal? Once we bring a
It
deal there?
depends. It all depends. We want as much time as possible because the more time we have, the bigger of a chance we'll get it closed. But we've been on the scene sometimes 24 hours before a foreclosure and been able to make those work. So we could do magic.
I guess I'm asking after it's signed, you have a signed deal.
Well, yeah, no, I'm answering that. We want
Hmm.
as much time as possible because the more
Okay,
time we have, the bigger of a chance we'll be able to make the deal work. Having said that, we could do whatever it takes to make a deal work.
okay.
Like I said, we've literally had 24 hours before, like before a
Hmm.
person would go into foreclosure and been able to save those.
And I guess on the back end, I'm saying as far as the close out to sell it, to get it, rehab it, is
Oh,
that the 30, 60, 90 days or?
you mean after the rehab, how long does it take to sell it?
Yes, after the acquisition, how long? Is it a
Well, again,
process?
that depends on the deal. Depends
Okay.
on the size, the location, but our sells quick because we go in with margins up front, which means we could
Hmm.
bring our inventory at a leading price. And so, um,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
You're not trying to
Um,
sell at the top of the market.
yeah, we don't want to do that.
It's price to
Yeah,
sell.
yeah.
Okay. I think that clears up. That's all for me.
Awesome. Thanks, Ken.
Hmm.
Thanks for being
Okay,
here.
thanks a lot.
And you're speaking with Sandy or
I
Jamie.
spoke with Sandy recently here. Previously, I spoke
Okay.
with Jamie.
Okay. Got it. Got it. Oh, thanks for being
Hmm.
here. I'm sure
Okay.
Sandy will reach out. A couple
Okay.
of last folks here. We got Alex and I believe Kevin. I do have Rudy with his camera on. Rudy, is that Rudy from New England? Rudy?
What's up, Rudy? Love that name.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Rudy from New England. Yeah,
Hey,
correct.
Rudy, glad you made it. I'm glad you made it. I know your wife isn't here now, but at least you get a chance to speak directly with Peter, get a chance to introduce
Right.
yourself. But yeah, any questions for Peter?
Actually, I'm just soaking everything.
Yeah,
So
I
maybe
see you
at the end,
taking notes.
I may
I see you
have.
taking notes. I
Yeah, that's
love it.
right. Yeah, right. So maybe
I
at the
love
end, I
it.
may have a question.
Hey, we all process things differently. I just appreciate you being here, and I appreciate you sticking around as long as you have, Rudy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
All right,
Thank
I
you.
thanks,
do
Rudy.
have a couple more questions.
Let's
One
go.
second, fearless Eddie.
Oh,
Alex, how about you, Alex?
sorry, Eddie.
Sorry.
Dave Roland's like, no, Pete, it's my show. I
Yeah.
Hey,
One second,
Peter,
Eddie.
thank you for your time. Question. I'm very new here, right? Very new. I just met Malaya yesterday. She's
okay.
great. She's welcoming, the whole bit, but I'm still learning here. I'm still trying to
Sure.
figure out what's going on. I know a little bit about the industry. I did one flip already. I failed miserably, and I want to come back, man. I want to come back and fight my way through this. I took a hard L, man, and I want to come
We
back. I want
all
to
have.
learn.
We all
Yeah,
have. Trust
yeah,
me.
yeah. So my first, well, I did everything myself when I did my first flip, right? Or when I did my flip, I did everything myself.
Sure.
So, my question to you is, where do you get your financing from? Where do you get your backers from?
Different sources. Majority, the big powerhouses are hedge funds. That's the
Okay,
powerhouses, hedge funds. But private lenders, hedge funds, stuff, same place anybody else who raises capital does. No, no, nothing unusual.
okay, okay. So, now from the partner driven folks, someone like myself who's coming in fresh, um, would I be looking? Would I be checking your databases, checking your websites, and searching for homes to go out and purchase? Maybe to find something that's kind of what's that word I want to
So we
say?
do have,
Like
no,
a
I understand what you're saying.
wholesaling type,
So we do
or
have
versus the home
technology.
flipping.
We do have technology that we expose our partners to. Not everybody likes technology, even to this day. So that's like one of the options we offer. We do provide that. But we have different ways that we show you how to find deals. But technology is like what you call websites. I call it technology. We do have technology that we either steer our partners to, or are part of what we do and stuff like that. We're believers
Hmm.
in that. Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
So do you guys like provide us with access to certain technology? Is
Yeah,
that how
yeah,
that
that's what I
works?
was saying. Yes, we do
Okay,
believe in that. Not what I was saying is not all of our partners believe in it. Some people don't hate, they hate tech. But that's one of the
right.
things that we utilize to help our partners with. Yes, sir.
Uh-huh. And then for the fix and flips, like if I want to go out and do a fix and flip, would I be able to bring in my own contractors to work with, and then
Yeah, yeah, that's what Rudy was. Well, maybe not Rudy. Somebody was asking that. But anyway, yeah, yeah, we have contract, not contract. We have partners. I have partners that have done all their work. They're savvy, they're experienced, they know what they're doing. Got no problem with that.
hmm. So from a tactical standpoint, would that be like I would have to pay the contractor out of my own pocket for them to
No,
do their
no,
work, and then
no,
you pay me
no,
back, or how does that? Okay.
no, no, no. We put up all the money. Nothing's changed from what I've been saying for the last hour. Same thing.
So you pay the contractor.
Yes, sir. Unless you want to pay it, I'd welcome that. I've never had a partner say, Pete, you know what? I think I'm going to start putting up the money. Look at Carl, look at Eddie. They're like,
Mm.
yeah, I get it. No, no, I'm just making fun of you. Yeah, no, I put up the money.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Thank you.
All right. Hopefully it's a little clearer.
Yeah, I got a whole slew of questions, man. I'll work with Malaya on that one, and we'll we'll,
Yeah,
we'll
yeah.
get
And she
closed
can
up.
even connect us if we need to, whatever. No problem.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks, Alex. Fearless Eddie. Thanks for your patience, sir.
No, it's all good. Thanks. I appreciate it. I didn't mean to cut you off in there, or
No,
Alex
no,
as
it's
well
all
either.
good. It's all good.
Question, anything you don't want us to get involved in? What do you want us to stay away from? What are your headache properties?
You're talking about deals?
Right. Like, is there anything
Um,
like tear downs, fires, stuff like
no,
that?
no, no, no. Only thing I care about is the correct source. I don't care about numbers. I don't care if it's a lot of work, little work. I don't care if it's in a good zone, school zone, bad school. I don't care about any of the things that most people like you were bringing up. I don't care about that. All I care about is you getting it from the right source, directly to owner.
That's it.
Okay, yeah,
That's
that's the
the
only
main
thing
thing.
that gets me kind of quirky with my partners. That constantly, it's like, what the hell are you doing? I mean, we teach.
Yeah.
This is how you do it. So you got to be coachable in my world. I'll be honest with you. I don't. I'm all fun, as you guys can see, but I'm extremely serious about what I do, and I expect my partners to be coachable. Like that is an expectation of mine. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know how to
Business is
do it.
business, right?
Business, and it's a very
Yeah.
serious business too.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And then my other question was, what does scaling look like with you?
For partners,
Right.
doing more deals.
Doing more deals
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just,
doing more deals, doing them in different locations, doing bigger deals, doing them more at the same time, and all that. That's why partners get in with me who already are experienced. I have partners that did 400 deals before they even started with me. People say, why in the hell would somebody who's done 400 deals join you? Because I give them the ability to scale. I don't confine them to a geographical area. I don't confine them to 5 deals at a time only. I don't confine them that you only have a certain amount of money. I don't even, and I expand their knowledge base. I show them things they just don't know because 500 is good or 400 is good, but I got 4,000. And there's things I know that even the guy that's done 400 has no freaking concept about.
yeah, that's great. That's awesome. Yeah, because the way I'm looking at this, I'd love to get a bunch of team of acquisition people bringing me all the deals so I could bring
That's
them
how you
over
spot.
here.
That's the name of the game. It's all about leverage, and I show you how to do that too. By the way,
Okay, perfect.
you're
Great.
thinking the
Thank
right
you.
stuff. Love it, Eddie.
Great.
Awesome.
Think we hit
Awesome.
everybody rolling, correct?
Yeah,
Or am I wrong?
absolutely. Last one would be Kevin. Kevin, if you want to take a moment before Peter takes off here, now would be a good time. I think it's Kevin Anderson with the
Yeah.
left. Okay, perfect.
I don't really have any questions. I just I've been retired for 15 years, but I
Nice.
got my first real estate license in 1979. I got my broker's license in 81. My partner and I at one point had 50 rental houses, but of course in this market, you have ups and downs, and one of the crashes got a good portion of those from us. But I just been bored. Now I'm ready to get back into it, and this kind of piqued my interest because I brought a couple of deals to some people, and it's tough convincing people that aren't used to getting their money involved in real estate to get involved.
Fact.
So to
That's facts on that.
find somebody that's ready to put their money up and not ask any questions and show you some new things that's happening that I've been not in the market for 15 years is interesting. I'm just waiting on a deal right now. I've got a warehouse deal that's supposed to close in the next 30, 45 days, and I'm going to use that commission money to get back in.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, not only am I not going to limit you, but I'm going to kick your ass to do more. So, yeah, I'm totally opposite of what you've experienced.
Looking forward to it.
All right, Kevin, thanks for being here. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. All right. Are we question out, Roland?
Yeah, I think so. I think so, P.
All right. Well, let me just say this in parting, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, I want to thank you guys for being here. I mean, I know you could have been uh, probably other places. And I even actually appreciate you guys being here for a whole hour. I mean, that means a lot. Time's money and time's valuable. So the fact that you put that kind of emphasis on this, that really does mean a lot to me. I felt really good about you guys all. Like literally, there's times when I talk to people and when we're done, I'm like, man, this is not the crock I'm looking for. I could tell you every single one of you individually here. I'm jacked about working with you guys. I mean, I hear it, I sense it, and I could tell you guys are genuine. So I'm going to leave you with these words, and these are words that all of my partners have heard for many, many years now. And this is what they hear because when someone starts with me, we don't just take them from onboarding, but I personally get a hold of you and kind of get you launched. Um, but these are the words that my partners have heard for many, many years from me now, and that I know a number of you guys are going to hear from me here in the next couple of days, and that is this. Welcome. Welcome to the next chapter, to the rest of your life. So once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here on behalf of myself, Roland, and really a team behind us that makes all this possible. I enjoyed it. God bless every single one of you, and I look forward to being a small, small part of your guys' success story. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you and your team as well.
Thank
Take
you.
care, everyone.
Thank you.